In the early years of Azeroth, the elements were enslaved to fight, but that doesn't mean that they were all against it. Ragnaros is a spirit of fire, chaotic by nature, and the promise to burn down the world was all it took to convince him to join. He and his minions attacked Mount Hyjal in an attempt to burn down the world tree Nordrassil. This is the same tree that they blew up back in Warcraft 3, and over the years the tree had healed itself. Now the Lord of Fire itself wanted to destroy it, so something had to be done. Heroes from all over Azeroth were put on the quest of stopping them. They, together with the Guardians of Hyjal, together with Malfurion Stormrage, Hamul Rune Totem, and even the Green Dragon aspect Ysera, teamed up to fight against these minions. They managed to close several portals leading into the Firelands. They brought back some of the ancient demigods of the world. Amongst them were Goldrin, Aviana, Tortolla, and Cenarius himself. All of these powerful forces combined managed to push back Ragnaros' minions, and they even managed to banish Ragnaros out of Azeroth and back to the elemental plane, back into the Firelands.
We are ready, Cenarius.
We shall face the Firelord and drive every ember of his being out of our realm. I shall call upon the chilling mountain winds to protect us from Ragnaros' flame. Furyw and Hamul will shatter the Firelord's defenses, allowing us to force him back. Let us begin. It is only a matter of time before the Firelord becomes aware of our presence and comes to the Spire's defense.
Who dares defile the halls of living flame? I shall sear your essence from your flesh.
Quickly, everyone move into position! Force him back into the Firelands!
Face me, insects. I shall crush you firsthand. From the Firelands, my armies are reborn.
It took all of our combined strength, but we have pushed Ragnaros back into the Firelands.
We must not let down our guard. It's only a matter of time before he regains his strength and returns to turn Nordrassil into ash.
We must confer with the leaders of the Horde and the Alliance. Ragnaros must be defeated in his home realm. Only then will he forever be vanquished.
Let us leave this place for now. We must return to the surface and restore the damage our enemies have caused.
This victory on its own was almost a miracle, but a faction called the Avengers of Hyjal wanted to do more. They wanted to take the fight into the realm of Ragnaros himself. He could never be killed in Azeroth, only banished to the Firelands, so in order to stop this threat once and for all, they would have to take the fight to his domain.
You've been at this for days, Goel.
The elements remain silent, Agra. How can I help them if they won't speak to me?
You must rest. Everyone has their limits.
Look around you. This world is dying. I can't have limits.
When will you see that you cannot carry this burden alone?
Great spirits, please speak to me. Show me what I must do. You called, little shaman. And the Firelord has answered. You The fires of doom had been quenched. But I will show you the truth. That you hold dear exist only to burn. The end comes, son of Duratan. The final hour of twilight. And there is nothing you can do to stop it.
I heard you call out. What's happened?
Fire, Agra. It's coming for us. Unstoppable. Unending rage.
Take heart, Goel. The end is not upon us yet.
Whatever comes, I know we will face it. Together.
Inside the Firelands and Sulfuron Keep, we battled with some of the strongest minions and generals that Ragnaros' forces had to offer. For example, there was Lord Rhyolith, one of the most ancient elements in existence, born from the primordial fires that forged Azeroth itself.
As I have slept undisturbed, creatures of flesh, now you will burn!
Or Alice Razor, a former green dragon who betrayed her allies and helped free Archdruid Vendrel Stackhelm.
No! No! I didn't betray the Dragonflights! We were all betrayed! Ysera was lost in a dream while this whole world came undone!
As a reward, she was purified with fire and reborn as a Firehawk.
You mortals may remember Alyssa, who spirited me to freedom in Mount Hyjal. She too has been reborn. Born of flame! I wish I could watch her reduce your pitiful band to cinders, but I am needed elsewhere. Farewell!
Speaking of Stackhelm, he had become Ragnaros' new majordomo and one of the first druids of the flame. The small version of his story is that he lost his wife while she gave birth to his son. He lost his son in a war against the force of K'Fun, and he lost his mind as the Emerald Dream was corrupted, turned into the Emerald Nightmare by the old god N'Zoth. N'Zoth used Stackhelm in an attempt to kill Malfurion, but his plans failed and Stackhelm was imprisoned. Alice Razor helped Stackhelm escape from his prison, and Ragnaros recruited him into his army. Together, they did their very best to stop us from saving the world. They even split Thrall into the 4 elements, but in the end, they failed.
Do you think it will work, Goel? The druids and shaman uniting to restore the world tree? Could it actually heal this broken world?
The aspects believe it will, and they should know. They grew it in the first place.
Friends, we have gathered here today to heal this world that we've sacrificed so much to save. For the first time, the Earthen Ring and the Cenarian Circle will unite to restore this great tree, thereby healing the whole of Azeroth.
Time is precious, sister. Let us see to our ritual.
I'm sorry.
Are we interrupting?
The Twilight's hammer.
Not so fast, son of Durotan. You and your allies have certainly set us back, but the hour of twilight cannot be averted! The Twilight Prophet knows that you, and you alone, are our final obstacle. He sent me to remove you from the game.
I do not fear death.
Death? Who said anything about death?
Goel, no!
You may be this world's greatest shaman, Thrall, but you are only mortal. This is my master's curse upon you, turning your great bond with the elements into your undoing. Even now, the elements are tearing you apart, and they shall feed upon your doubts and fears till the last spark of life on this wretched world has been snuffed out.
Regret this, stranger?
Will I? Come, Shondo. Certainly you recognize your former pupil.
Fandral, what have they done to you?
Naive as always, I see. Your pet orc cannot save you now, Furyw. And the flame of our vengeance draws near. Be ready!
Fandral is corrupting fellow druids into something sinister. He may have other followers already. I must warn Moonglade.
But what of Goel?
He was the Earthen Ring's most powerful shaman, and the ceremony cannot continue without him. But we must be prepared to accept that he may be lost forever.
Beg for mercy now, and I may yet allow you to live. Well, heroes, what is your answer?
With all obstacles, all minions, all generals defeated, a bridge was created and the path was clear to Ragnaros himself. When you're about to defeat him, he will tell you that you've come too soon and he will try to escape from the battle.
You have come too soon.
On heroic mode only, Malfurion Stormrage, Amul Rune Totem and Cenarius show up. They use their magic to solidify the lava around Ragnaros, cutting him off from any escape and forcing him to get on land.
No, fiend! Your time is now! Outsiders! This is not your realm! When I finish this, your pathetic mortal world will burn with my vengeance!
With no possible way of escape, Ragnaros became twice as dangerous, but the heroes of Azeroth did manage to defeat the Firelord once and for all. Cenarius does warn us that the powers represented by Ragnaros, the element fire and all its raging power, can never truly be defeated. Another Firelord will rise one day, and so the defenders of Hyjal must always keep an eye on the Firelands to make sure that the fire stays in check. And that's the end of the story of Ragnaros. Like I said, the element of fire isn't going anywhere, but Ragnaros the Firelord should be completely gone from this world. I wonder if they'll ever announce a new Lord of Fire, and perhaps in the next expansion with all the shaman lore, we might learn more about Draenor's elemental lords. I still remember raiding the Molten Core night after night, and the first time that we managed to bring him down with my little fire resistance trinket, it was epic, and Ragnaros himself was an epic fight and an epic boss. I think I've been going on for long enough now, so I hope you all enjoyed the story. Subscribe if you like my videos, and until next time guys, see ya!